Okay, so guys, let's look at this question coming from circle theorem. So we are taught to find three angles. The first one is EOD, the second one is AGC, and the third one is EHD. Okay, so the first one, which is question A, they want us to find angle EOD. Okay, angle EOD, angle EOD, meaning this angle, this is the angle they want us to find. Okay, now we know that the angle at the center is twice the angle on the circumference. Okay, so this angle is twice this angle. Okay, this angle is twice this angle. So here you just say, for us to find this angle, which is the angle at the center, you multiply 2 times the angle of the circumference. So you just say 2 multiplied by 30, it's 1. So E O D is equal to 2 times 31, we get what? 62. This is our answer. Okay? Then let's look at question B. Find angle ADC. ADC. Meaning they want us to find this angle. This is the angle they want us to find. Now for us to find this angle, question B. For us to find angle ADC, we are going first to take this triangle. We are going to consider this triangle, which is an isosceles triangle. This is an isosceles triangle. This is an isosceles triangle. Okay? This is because we have these two bars. These two bars, they represent to say these two lines are equal. Okay? So if these two lines are equal, even the base angles are going to be equal. Meaning this angle and this angle are equal. This angle, and this angle are equal. Because these are the base angles of this isosceles triangle. Now we cannot know this angle and this angle minus us knowing this angle. Okay? So this angle, this angle is 90 degrees because we know that this one is a diameter. Okay? This one is a diameter. So there is a property which states if you have a circle like this, if this is a circle, okay? Then let's say we have this is point B, take note. We have B, then we have what? D. Then this line is a diameter. Okay? This line is a diameter which is cutting this circle into two semicircles. This one is a semicircle, not a semicircle. Okay? And know that an angle formed in a semicircle is equivalent to what? 90 degrees. What does this mean? So this means if we move from this diameter, the diameter is what? BD. Okay? So if we move from point D going to point D, any angle we're going to form this side is equal to 90 degrees. Okay? So what I mean by this, if I move from point D going to point D to point B, sorry, from point D going to point B, if I move from this point, if I move like this, then I form an angle going to what? As I go to B. This angle is equal to what? 90 degrees. Okay? Again, if I move from this point, from point D, going this side, if I form an angle as I tend to point B, this angle is also equal to what? 90 degrees. So in our case, as we move from point D going to point B, okay, as we use this root of this semicircle, the angle which is going to be formed is equal to what? 90 degrees. So as I move from this point going to C, and then I tend to what? I tend to B. The angle formed, this is what? 90 degrees. So meaning this angle is what? 90 degrees. Okay, so this angle is 90 degrees. So I'm going to take this isosceles triangle. We have an isosceles triangle like this. Take note. We have an isosceles triangle which is looking like this. This is an isosceles triangle where these two are equal. This is D, and then this is B. This is what? C. And we are saying this is 90 degrees. Take note. This is 90 degrees. This is 90. This is 90 degrees. Okay, so we can now find this angle and this angle. Remember, these two angles are equal. Why? Because these are the base angles of an isosceles triangle. Now, since we don't know this angle, we can say this angle is x. This one is also so it's also x. We can now find the value of x. Okay, by saying, so for us to find the value of x, we're going to use a property of a triangle where we say the sum of interior angles in a triangle add up to 180. So for us to find x, we're going to add all the three angles, then equate them to 180. So we're going to say x, this angle, plus x, this angle, plus 90, okay, is equal to 180 degrees. So x plus x, we get 2x, okay, plus 90 is equal to 180. So 2x is equal to 180. This is positive 90. When we transpose this, we're going to have a negative or minus 90 this side. So 2x is equal to 180 minus 90, get 90. Then for us to remain with x, we're going to divide both sides by 2. So over 2 over 2. These two are going to go. X is equal to 2 into 9 to get 45. So what does this mean? This angle is 45. This angle is also what? 45. Okay? So we are saying this angle is 45. This angle is also what? 45. And take note, what do they want? They want us to find angle ADC. Angle ADC, meaning this entire angle. Okay? They want us to find this angle where we have this situation like this. Okay? This is angle D. Then you have C, you have B this side, you have A this side. And remember, this is 18. This is 18. Okay? And then this angle, say this angle is what? 45. This is what? 45. So for us to find this angle, which is angle ADC, this entire angle, what we're going to do? We're going to add 45 plus what? Plus 18. So you say angle ADC is equal to 45 plus 18. Okay? 45 plus 18. Let me write this one properly. Okay? So it's equal to 45 plus 18, we get 63. So this is our answer. Okay? This is our answer. Okay, for question B. Now question C, we're told to find EXD. EXD. Where is E? EXD. They want us to find this angle. This angle. Okay? They want us to find this small angle. Okay? Now, for us to find this small angle, guys, what we're going to do is, we have a situation like this. We have a situation like this where we have this line, and then we also have this line, also this line. Okay? Where this is O, this is X, and then we have this is E. Okay? And then this is D. Okay? Where angle DA is 18. So this angle is 18. Take note. This is 18. And then in the angle at the center, remember, our answer was 62. So this angle is what? Is 60. This angle is 62. 62. Okay? And what we want is this angle. This angle is the angle they want us to find. Okay? This is the angle they want us to what? To find. So now, for us to find this angle, what we're going to do is, we know that angles formed in a triangle add up to 180. Angles in a triangle add up to 180. So out of 180, we have a 62. We also have a what? We also have 18. Okay? So first, let's find this angle. Let's find this angle. So finding this angle, we're going to say 180 minus 62 plus 18. Okay? So 180 minus 62 plus 18, you get what? You get 8. Okay, you get 8. So 180 minus 8, you get 100. Okay, so I mean this angle is what? This angle is 100. Okay, this angle is what? 100. Okay, now this angle we want, this angle we want. Remember this angle we want. This angle we want, which is EXD. EXD and 100, these are on a straight line. Okay, so for us to find EXD, we're going to say 180, which is the sum of angles on a straight line. This line is a straight line, take note. This line is what? Straight line. So out of 180, for the entire angle of a straight line, we have 100, this one. So it's 180 minus 100. Okay, so EXD is equal to 180 minus 100. You get what? You get 180 minus 100, sorry. Supposed to be 180 minus 100. So 180 minus 100, you're going to get what? You're going to get 8. So this angle is what? This angle is 80 degrees. This angle is 80 degrees. Okay? So this is the way you find this particular what? Angle. Okay? Or if you want, you can use a property where you say an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. So meaning, for you to know this angle, you just add these two opposite interior angles and say 62 plus 18. You get this exterior angle, which is what? 80 degrees. So the answer is what? 80 degrees. So E or D, the answer we said is what? 62. Then ADC, the answer is what? 63. Then EXD, the answer is what? 8. Okay, so these are the solutions to this particular question. Okay.